that I've never seen anything like it. Okay, so I was just out checking a couple of gator permits. Didn't see anything. I'm heading back to Holiday Park. I'm doing the gator shows there today. And the office just called me and said there's about a 7-foot alligator hanging out inside the John boat area. I already know what gator that is. That's Lieutenant Dan. He's been out there for a couple years now. He's got 2 feet missing. One leg is completely gone. The other one's just a stump, like probably just below the knee. And he's got a tumor on his back. I've never seen a gator with a tumor like that. I mean, it's the size of an orange right now, maybe even a grapefruit. I was on one of the airboat captains. They said it was maybe the size of a grape last year. And now it's gotten like exponentially bigger. So because he's been hanging out and people have seen people at the boat docks feeding him, they recommend that I pull them out of there. So we have an open permit at Holiday Park. Any gator that's in the area, it's a target harvest area. I can take out any gator that's that the park feels needs to go. They kind of leave it to my discretion. I mean, I think I should pull them just because I like to get that tumor looked at. I'd love to know what it is and if it's anything that could be life-threatening to him. You don't know. I've never seen a gator with a tumor like that in my life. I'm going to get up there and I'll have Doc Mader look at it. And yeah, we'll see what's going on with it. All right, so I'm getting ready to pull this big boy out. He hangs around Holiday Park all the time. Kind of comes and goes, but he's got a tumor. Obviously, I'll get a better look at it once I catch him, but this big tumor on his back, and all the airboat captains said that this thing keeps growing and growing and growing. So I'm trying to do this as gentle as possible. I'd rather not get in the water if I don't have to, because it might scare him away. So if I can get him to just swim towards that dock, I'll noose him, and then maybe I'll jump in and swim out to the boat ramp, because he's not coming out right here. There's no way I'm going to get him over those fences, so we will see what happens. He just ran into something. He didn't like that. But apparently it's not affecting his strength. Let's see if we can let him go. Uh-oh. I get stuck on something that's like... I'm waiting to see that tumor again. It gave him away last time. No. Yeah, he's almost out of gas. He's just coming back. He's so smart.
That swamp buggy.
You done? What's that? Right now? They're in there already? Oh, 4? All right, let's do this quick. Come on, Bubba. I'm dying to get that checked out with Doc Mater, see what that's all about. We'll take care of him either way and he'll be good. Now when I caught him, he was locked on the other side of a pump station when they pumped the water out for one of the hurricanes. And he decided for whatever reason that he needed to be back on the Everglades side. Yeah, that thing is absolutely. All right, so just got Lieutenant Dan retaped. See the front of his jaw is all scraped up. I was trying to figure out how that happened. One of the airboat captains said that a couple weeks ago when we had the hurricane come through, that he was on the other side of the pump station. He was on the east side of the pump station. And apparently he had spent a couple weeks trying to get back over. They'll pump the water out from the opposite side of the Everglades, from the east side, and pump it out to the glades. And he was on that other side, so apparently they said he kept trying to crawl over, and you look at both his legs are scraped up on this side, his stumps on the other side are all scraped up. And when I caught him, I was trying to figure out, that's usually when a gator gets stuck like in a canal that's got seawalls on it, and he just can't get out. He's scraping his nose all over the place, but he was apparently trying to crawl over. It's just it's a mountain of coral rock. So he was trying to crawl over that to get to the other side. And still don't know what this thing is. I've got Doc Mater scheduled to look at it. Some kind of a tumor, benign hopefully. I've never heard of gators getting cancer. I've always heard they can't get it, but I guess we'll find out.
And I'm going to examine it. And I think what we're going to do, because it's got a stalk on it, we're going to try and put a constricting band around it and see if we can get it to fall off naturally so it doesn't need surgery. You good with that?
Yeah, if you think that's the best option, then I'm with it.
I trust you, man. Okay.
Lieutenant Dan!
Come on, Daniel.
All right, easy. Take it easy, man. Why would you not bite that pipe? Just wondering. If I was you, I'd take a chunk out of that thing.
Okay. So we're on the grab tail for me?
Tail?
Tail? Got it?
Yeah.
Here, you want to have this back?
I need to get to that tumor.
You go further back, Jeff, if you can.
This thing has a really tiny stalk on it, Paul.
Does it?
Yeah, we're going to give this a try.
Wow.
Okay, it may work.
All right, I like it.
It may work. Okay, hold on. And this won't hurt him at all. That's the nice thing. No surgery, no bleeding, and no pain. No pain.
That's pretty much what you were saying about Chewy, right?
Yep.
What we need him to do.
Okay, I'm going to put 2 on, so hold on. Don't stop yet. Good work, buddy.
Thank you so much, sir.
You know,
I appreciate it.
it's important because when I do what I do, I need my hands, and I really count on people like you that know what you're doing
of
to
course.
help me. Thank you.
No, thank you. He's going to be free, so watch
There he
yourself.
is.
All right, son, you're okay. All right, so the tumor's off. It actually fell off on its own. It had a big stem on it. I cut in there, see if there was a tooth. There was nothing. when it came off, it had a little like bulge here, and I thought there might be a tooth or something impaled in there, and that's what was causing this whole thing. But I sliced it off and there was nothing there, so take it down to Doc Mater and we'll have a biopsy run on this thing. But yeah, this is crazy. You can see it was growing so fast, the skin couldn't keep up with it. Underneath, it's totally normal black gator skin, but on top, it just kept growing and growing and expanding, and the skin couldn't catch up with it. So, plus, when he's in the water, this thing's probably out in the sun baking, so it's not healing properly. Yeah, it's really interesting. Never seen this before, so I'm anxious to find out what's in there. Go ahead. All right, so what's the diagnosis, Doc?
So it's really unusual, Paul, because gators are not known to get cancer. So, you know, when you look at that thing, it sure looks like a tumor.
Right.
We were able to get it removed. We sent it off. We had it analyzed, and it is a tumor in the sense that it was excessive growth, but it wasn't cancer. And caused by a fungus called aspergillus, which is nice because now that it's removed, he's got a 100% chance of recovering.
Okay, cool. Okay, so it's been about a month and a half since we got the good news from Doc Mater. Just checked on Lieutenant Dan. His tail is healed up 100%. No sign of that tumor growing back, so I think Dan's in pretty good shape. We may thicken him up a little bit, but yeah, I think he's gonna be just fine.
Thank you for inviting me out today. Hey, I appreciate your friendship over the years. I brought you a copy of my new book. It's called
Awesome.
The Vet at Noah's Ark: Stories of Survival from an Inner City Animal Hospital. And it's about the year that I lived in Los Angeles during the Rodney King riot era. And our hospital was in a really bad part of town, and there was a lot of kind of crazy stuff going on. There's a lot of reptile stories, a good gator story in here. I think you're going to enjoy it. And again, it's been great having you as a friend all these years. I appreciate it. I've learned a lot from you.